Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of a D1 athlete and a high school athlete pursuing a scholarship. With a wealth of experience to share, here's Recruit Me CEO Brent Hanks.
Thank you for joining me for 15 minutes that will change your athletic scholarship future. Today I'm going to give an up-close look into our family's current recruiting situation. We are going to walk through what our family, is doing in Sutton's current recruitment. Sutton is my youngest of two sons. He is now entering his senior year in high school at Ozark High School. Sutton is wanting to play baseball in college, and through his hard work and him seeing his older brother's success in both high school and college, he feels that playing in college will enhance his higher education experience. Parker, my older son, is a pitcher at Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois. Parker is entering his senior year in college. I've had Parker on as a guest on the Athletic Scholarship Podcast twice. Go back to episodes 211 and 256 to hear some of Parker's experiences in high school and college and get advice on recruiting and handling college. So Sutton, as he goes into his senior year of high school, is facing many recruiting challenges, just like thousands of other high school seniors across the country, and just like you are facing now or maybe in the future. The recruiting process is hard enough in normal circumstances. The last 2 years with COVID and seasons being canceled and the opportunity for athletes to get an additional year of eligibility have tilted the scales of recruiting, and the class of 2022 is right in the middle of it. Roster sizes in any sport are high, and college athletes are transferring in record numbers. Many coaches had to wait to contact high school student athletes face-to-face because of recruiting dead periods that were extended, and because the coaches had to wait until their season was over to evaluate who was taking an extra year of play or who was transferring. So Sutton and I have done the main components of the Recruit Me 3.0 athletic scholarship system. Go to recruit-me.com/system for more information and click on Get Access to Purchase. So, welcome to episode 260 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. This is part 3 of getting inside Sutton's recruitment. I've done part 1 of this series that covered how we built a school list, and then part 2 last week was how to write a great introductory email. Listen to episodes 258 and 259 to catch up. So this episode, we are going to add Sutton's player profile. I talk about baseball in this podcast and throughout all the Athletic Scholarship podcasts, but Recruit Me and its principles work with all sports at all levels. So put these principles to use if you want to play college soccer, tennis, basketball, or even run track. Recruit Me recommends to send a great introductory email and this player profile together as you initially contact coaches. The introductory email is the body of your initial contact, and the player profile is an attachment. If you were seeking a job instead of a scholarship, this would be your resume. The player profile is one of the featured items in the free Recruiting Power Pack that is offered at recruit-me.com homepage. If you haven't signed up or downloaded the free Recruiting Power Pack, no matter what stage of the recruiting process you are in, then I encourage you to do so right now. Go to recruit-me.com to get it. As Sutton created his school list and wrote his introductory emails, he realized he had to change his introductory emails as times changed. Information changed from when he first started to contact coaches. For you, a school may come up on your radar, and you may need to update your information depending on whether it is your sophomore, your junior, or your senior year, or whether it is a school season or a summer season, or whether you have retaken the ACT or the SAT test. I will now go over the 10 sections of the player profile, and as Sutton found out, his sophomore year didn't give him as much information to fill out the sections as we thought we needed and to impress the coach. So we started to build the profile, but we left some of the sections blank, and then we knew what we needed to do to fill out those blanks. Sutton's junior year of his high school helped to create contact information for the profile or resume. The student-athlete's parent or parents need to be directly involved with helping with this task. The profile can be set up in a Word or a spreadsheet program. It is one page and needs to be saved into a PDF format for easy attachment to emails or easily printed. Again, a sample of the profile is in the free Recruiting Power Pack, or in the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System. So Sutton and I started on Section 1 of the profile, which is his name. Section 2 is a short headline that jumps off the page, like 87-mile-an-hour fastball and 3.6 GPA. But Sutton didn't really have stats like an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. So we put this: Class of 2022, Ozark High School, and Ozark, Missouri. Section 3 is your sport and the position or positions you play. Section 4 is information about you, the student athlete, and your family. As you set up Section 4, the heading should say Personal. Then add your home address, your home phone number, your email, and a website if you have one. Add your year of birth and your year of graduation. Then the number of people in your family, the number of children in college, your current GPA, and your ACT or SAT scores. Sutton took his ACT in the spring of his junior year, so that's when we were able to fill in that blank. The next section is Section 5, which has your school and coach's information. So in this section, list your high school coach, his or her phone number and email address. Then your secondary coach or club coach and his or her phone number or email address also. Section 6 is your physical information. Here you list your weight, your height, your speed, your strength, your dominant hand or foot, and other sports that you compete in. Section 7 is a narrative summary. You summarize your general strengths as well as your team and league information. You again mention other sports you play. Section 8 is a narrative of specific stats and achievements. This is where you brag about yourself by telling the coach about everything you do well, and then back it up with your stats. Now Section 9 is your potential. You tell what you expect to achieve in the coming year, either in high school or in your first year of college. This is also a good spot for a quote from one of your current coaches or an opposing coach. Here are some examples from Sutton's profile that he used for his narrative summary. I am playing this summer with the Marucci Midwest Victus National 18-year-old team for the summer of 2021. Tyler Hartley is my summer coach. I will play all outfield positions and pitch throughout the summer. I had a good spring season at Ozark High School. I played a little varsity. We had 8 seniors, and I played in the outfield and pitched on the JV team. It was great to get to practice every day and play at a high level. I had a great time playing all summer with the Midwest National Scout 16U team last year. We traveled to Oklahoma, Texas twice, Louisville, Oklahoma City, and Kansas City. Our competition was hard, and I got to pitch against some future college players. Here are links to video that highlight last summer's pitching and hitting. My speed in the outfield and on the base paths is a very strong part of baseball for me. I'm very athletic, and I like to do little things like bunting, hitting behind the runner, and taking an extra base to get into scoring position. I also play basketball and use my speed and quickness and jumping ability to take charges, block shots, and help my teammates on defense. I have a link to some of my basketball highlights. My brother, Parker Hanks, has inspired me to want to play college baseball. Parker is a left-handed pitcher for the Northwestern Wildcats in the Big Ten Conference. He pitched and played outfield in Ozark, so I am excited to follow in his footsteps. Like Parker, I throw a two-seam fastball with movement, and it really sets up my changeup. We both throw a bunch of ground balls. My curveball is better than his, though. I have learned from Parker how hard college baseball is, and I am looking forward to the challenge. The final section is Section 10, which is a picture. Recruit Me likes you to use a picture in street clothes. A team uniform is okay, but dress casual is better. Because this profile is a form, unlike just a regular email, you need to see how the profile looks. Again, see it by downloading the free Recruiting Power Pack at recruit-me.com. So, to summarize about Step 3 of the Recruit Me 3.0, the player profile. The profile is one of 3 parts of an introductory packet that includes an introductory email, this player profile, and a recruiting questionnaire. When you put this player profile together, you need to send it to coaches as an attachment on the introductory email. This profile is an element that can make you stand out from other recruits. Join me next week for Step 4, Build Your Questionnaire. If you have listened in the past 6 episodes that started at episode 254, you have heard items 1 through 7 of the Recruit Me Recruiting Checklist. This checklist can be found in the Athletic Scholarship 24-month Planner and Journal. You can get this 356-page book by emailing me, Brent, at recruit-me.com or on Amazon. This book is $20, and you can get more information at the recruit-me.com/tools webpage. Item 1 was a checklist on how to select the right schools to contact. Item 2 was build your introductory packet and questionnaire. Item 3 is a list on how to produce your video. Item 4 you can check off how to track your communications. Then item 5 is how and when to build your updates. Item 6 is choosing the right camps, showcases, and tournaments. Last week's item 7 was how to register with the NCAA or NAIA eligibility centers. So today we tackle item 8. It is a checklist of to-dos for your academic performance. The list of to-dos is read and understand the NCAA or any other division's academic requirements. Next, read and understand the academic requirements for the top schools on your list. Then, thanks to help raise your GPA by creating study habits. Concentrate on class attendance and using a tutor if needed. Then lastly, you concentrate on your ACT or SAT test scores and look into test training or test coaches. And the last item is to commit to excellence. Academics are a major part of getting into a school and getting on a team and getting money to pay for college. Remember, there are very few full-ride scholarships. Go back and listen to episodes 216 and 217 for an information overload on scholarship availability. Next week will be the last of the recruiting checklist items. I announced a couple weeks ago the new Hot Summer Special on the Recruitment 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System. The Recruitment 3.0 is a step-by-step system that walks you through the whole recruiting process. If you are a freshman in high school, it is a great way to get started. If you are a junior, this is a great way to get going. Go to recruit-me.com/system to get more information on this easy-to-access system. The Hot Summer Special includes the Recruitment 3.0 system, plus I will send you not one, but 2 helpful resources to go along with the Recruitment 3.0. For only $127, you get instant access to the Recruitment 3.0 system. Plus, I will send you a copy of the 356-page Athletic Scholarship 24-month Planner and Journal and the Athletic Scholarship Playbook, first edition. Both books are written by the Recruitment founder, Jon Fugler. The Athletic Scholarship 24-month Planner and Journal is a $20 value, and the Athletic Scholarship Playbook is a $15 value. You get all 3 for only $127. No extra postage or no extra handling. Click on Get Access on the recruit-me.com/system page to get started today. Thank you for listening, and please join me next week as I cover another step we are doing in Sutton's recruitment. Subscribe to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast on your favorite podcast app, or listen at recruit-me.com/podcast. Thanks for listening, and see you next week.